Halina mga bata, tayo nang mag-aral. Sa math, walang maiiwan. Math-sayang mag-aral, tayo ng math-tuto upang ika'y umasenso. Maging matyaga, maging matalino, halina't mag-aral na tayo. Maging matyaga, maging matalino, halina't mag-aral na tayo. Halina mag-aral na tayo. Halina, 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 mag-aral na tayo.
Yes, we are back and we are down to our last grade level. Ito pa rin ang Project SOAR, series of online academic reviews of mathematics CLAID learning modules. Sa ating mga learners, home learning partners, at sa lahat ng nanonood sa atin ngayon, please do not forget to follow our official Facebook page and subscribe to our official YouTube channel for more updates. So ngayon, alam ko ready na rin ang ating mga grade 6 learners para matuto. Kaya naman, narito ang inyong presenter. Ang ating presenter for grade 6 week 5 ay Teacher 2 from Addition Hills Integrated School. Siya ay MTOP Coordinator, MTOP Trainer, at Elementary Mathematics Coordinator. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mariano Saraos.
Maraming salamat, Sir Roy. Bago tayo magsimula, nais ko munang batiin ang ating SDS, Dr. Romela M. Cruz, sa ating ASDS, Dr. Aurelio G. Alfonso, ang ating CID Chief, Dr. Aline Mendoza, ang ating SGOD Chief, Ma'am Emma Arubio, sa ating napakasipag na supervisor sa math, Sir Resty Rodelias, sa aming newly assigned ASDS in charge, Dr. Marvy Ardoran, sa aming napakaganda at bagong principal, Ma'am Gigi G. Bulyanday, sa lahat ng guro sa Mandaluyong, lalong-lalo na ang mga guro sa Addition Hills Integrated School na pinamumunahan ng aming ASCP sa elementarya, Ma'am Clea Solomon, sa aming mga magulang na nagsisilbing home learning partners at lalong-lalo na ang mga batang mandunong. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Samahan niyo ako, tayo nang mag-aral, matsayang mag-aral, tayo nang matuto upang tayo maging matalino. Good day, parents and learners. Welcome to our Project SOAR, series of online academic review for Mathematics CLAID learning modules. I am Mario Saraos, a teacher of Addition Hills Integrated School, and I am your teacher for Week 5, Grade 6 Mathematics.
Narito ang ating aralin sa ating CLAID learning modules para sa Week 5. Multiplying decimals and mixed decimals with factors up to 2 decimal places. Multiplying decimals mentally up to 2 decimal places by 1/10, 100ths, 10, and 100. Napakahalagang matutunan natin ang wasto at tamang pamamaraan ng pag-multiply ng decimal numbers dahil nagagamit natin ito sa pang-araw-araw nating gawain. Narito ang ating objectives. Multiplies decimals and mixed decimals with factors up to 2 decimal places. Multiplies decimals mentally up to 2 decimal places by 1/10, 100ths, 10, and 100. Ating balik-aralan kung paano mag-multiply ng whole numbers. Narito ang halimbawa, 25 times 14. To get the product, we are going to follow the following steps. Step 1. Write the factors in vertical order. Step 2. Starting from the rightmost digit, multiply the multiplicand by each of the digits in the ones place, tens place, of the multiplier. Step 3. Write the first result in the ones place. Use carrying if possible. Always start multiplying with the ones place. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. That is, write 0, carry 2. 4 times 2 is equal to 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. Go to the next digit. Do the same process. 1 times 5 is equal to 5. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Step 4. Add the partial products to get the answer. 100 plus 25 is equal to, bring down 0. 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 25 times 14 is equal to 350. Let's have another example. 143 times 6. Ayusin ito in vertical order. 143 times 6 is equal to 6 times 3 is equal to 18. Write 8, carry 1. 6 times 4 is equal to 24 plus 1 is equal to 25. Write 5, carry 2. 6 times 1 is equal to 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. 143 times 6, the product is 858. Let's have the last example. 254 times 25. Write the factors in vertical order. 254 times 25 is equal to 5 times 4 is equal to 20. Write 0, carry 2. 5 times 5 is equal to 25 plus 2 is equal to 27. Write 7, carry 2. 5 times 2 is equal to 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. Go to the next digit. Again, do the process. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. 2 times 5 is equal to 10. Write 0, carry 1. 2 times 2 is equal to 4, plus 1 is equal to 5. Then add the partial product. 1,270 plus 508 is equal to, bring down 0. 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. Write 5, carry 1. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, plus 0 is equal to 3. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. So, 254 times 25, the product is 6,350. Oh mga bata, kayo naman. Kumuha ng papel at lapis at sagutin ito. 250 times 14. Ano ang inyong sagot? Tignan natin kung tama. 250 times 14 is equal to 4 times 0 is equal to 0. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Write 0, carry 2. 4 times 2 is equal to 8, plus 2 is equal to 10. Go to the next digit. 1 times 0 is equal to 0. 1 times 5 is equal to 5. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Add the partial product. 1,000 plus 250 is equal to, bring down 0. Bring down 0. 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So, 250 times 14 is 3,500. Tama ang inyong sagot. Let's go now in multiplying decimals and mixed decimals with factors up to 2 decimal places. Let's have an example. 16 hundredths times 3 tenths. To multiply these decimal numbers, Just follow the steps. You can arrange the factors in vertical order. Ignore the decimal points and multiply as they are a whole number. Step 2. Multiply the multiplicand by each of the digits of the multiplier starting from the rightmost digit. Use carrying if possible. So let's multiply. 3 times 6 is equal to 18. Write 8, carry 1. 3 times 1 is equal to 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. 3 times 0 is equal to 0. Go to the next digit and do the same process. 2 times 6 is equal to 12. Write 2, carry 1. 2 times 1 is equal to 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 2 times 0 is equal to 0. Step 3. Add the partial product. 48 plus 32 is equal to, bring down 8, 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, 0 plus 3 is equal to 3, bring down 0. Step 4. Count the decimal places in the factors. First factor, we have 2 decimal places. Second factor, we have 1 decimal place. So, in all, we have 3 decimal places. So, we have 1, 2, 3. For step 5, insert the decimal point. So, the product is you have 368 thousandths. Let's have another example. 3 and 23 hundredths multiplied by 1 and 34 hundredths. Again, arrange the decimal numbers in vertical order and multiply as if they are a whole number. Begin multiplying at the rightmost digit of the decimal number. Let's multiply. 4 times 3 is equal to 12. Write 2, carry 1. 4 times 2 is equal to 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. 4 times 3 is equal to 12. Go to the next digit. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Go to the last digit and do the same process. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. Add the partial product. Bring down 2. 9 plus 9 is equal to 18. Write 8, carry 1. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, plus 6 is equal to 9, plus 3 is equal to 12. Write 2, carry 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, plus 9 is equal to 11, plus 2 is equal to 13. Write 3, carry 1. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Count the number of decimal places in the factors. First factor, we have 2 decimal places. Second factor, we have 2 decimal places, a total of 4 decimal places. Put the decimal point by moving 4 decimal places starting from the right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the decimal point. So the answer is 4 and 3,282 ten thousandths. There is a shorter way of multiplying decimals with zeros in the factors. Multiply factors as a whole numbers when the number of the decimal places in the product is less than the number of decimal places in the factors. Append zeros to the left to fill up the missing digits. Let's have an example. 2 and 45 thousandths times 3 thousandths. Write the factors in vertical order, then multiply. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Write 5, carry 1. 3 times 4 is equal to 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. Write 3, carry 1. 3 times 2 is equal to 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. Then count the number of decimal places in the factors. First factor, 2 decimal places. Second factor, we have 2 decimal places, a total of 4 decimal places. Put the decimal point by moving 4 decimal places starting from the right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Append zeros to the left to fill up the missing digits. Then put the decimal point. Then add 0. So 2 and 45 thousandths times 3 thousandths. The product is 735 ten thousandths. Mga bata, handa na ba kayo sa pagsasanay? Kung kayo handa na, kumuha ng papel at ballpen at sagutin ang mga sumusunod. Number 1. 2 and 41 hundredths times 3 tenths. Ano ang inyong sagot? Okay, tignan natin kung tama ang inyong sagot. 2 and 41 hundredths times 3 tenths is equal to. Tama ba ang inyong sagot? Tama. Number 2. Get the product of 35 hundredths and 32 hundredths. Ano ang inyong sagot? Okay, tignan natin kung tama ang inyong sagot. 35 hundredths times 32 hundredths is equal to. Magaling! So handa na kayo at alam na ninyo kung paano ang mag-multiply ng decimal number. Tandaan mga bata, to multiply decimals, ignore the decimal points and multiply as if they are whole number. Place the decimal points in the product based on the total number of decimal places in the factors. Annex zeros after the last non-zero digit to the right of decimal point if needed. Drop the zeros after the last non-zero digit to the right of decimal point. Take note, count the number of decimal places from the right. Let's move on to multiplying decimals mentally up to 2 decimal places by 1/10ths, 100ths, 10, and 100. Let's have multiplying decimals mentally by 10 and 100. Narito ang halimbawa. Look at the chart. We have column A and column B. Let's study the number sentence in column A. 10 is the common factor multiplied to the decimal numbers. Look at their product. What did you observe? Very good. The decimal point of the product moved. How many places did the decimal point move? Very good. The decimal point moved once. Did the decimal point move to the left or to the right? It moved to the right. Very good. So it means to say, if you are going to multiply decimals by 10, move one decimal place to the right. So 23 times 10 is equal to 2 and 3 tenths. 47 times 10 is equal to 4 and 7 tenths. 81 times 10 is equal to 8 and 1 tenths. Let's go to column B. We can see that 100 is the common factor in the multiplication sentences. Look at the products. Did the decimal point move? Yes, the decimal point moved. How many decimal places did the decimal point move? Very good. It moves 2 decimal places to the right. So it means to say, if you are going to multiply decimal numbers by 100, move 2 decimal places to the right. So 23 times 100 is equal to 23. 47 times 100 is equal to 47. 81 times 100 is equal to 81. Let's have another example. 1 and 65 hundredths times 10 is equal to 16 and 5 tenths. Why? We moved the decimal point 1 decimal place to the right. Another one, 23 and 34 hundredths times 10 is equal to 233 and 4 tenths. Move the decimal point 1 decimal place to the right. Let's have another example. 87 times 100 is equal to, move the decimal point 2 places to the right. We have 1, 2, the decimal point, the answer is 87. Let's have another one. 65 and 36 hundredths times 100. The answer is 6,536. Take note, just move the decimal point 1 or 2 places to the right when multiplying decimals by 10 or 100. Let's have multiplying decimals mentally up to 2 decimal places by 1/10ths and 1/100ths. Always remember that multiplying numbers by 1, the answer is always the number itself. Let's have an example. 1/10 times 12 and 5/10. In multiplying decimal numbers by 1/10, just move 1 decimal place to the left. So we have 1, put the decimal point, you have the product of 1 and 25 hundredths. Another example, 1/10 times 7 and 23 hundredths. Move 1 decimal place to the left, so you have 1, put the decimal point, add 0 to the left of decimal point, the product is 723 thousandths. How about multiplying decimal numbers by 100ths? Let's have an example. 100ths times 12 and 4/10. Move 2 decimal places to the left. So we have 1, 2, put the decimal point, and add 0. You have the product of 124 thousandths. Another example, 100ths times 21 and 67 hundredths. Move the decimal point 2 places to the left. 1, 2, put the decimal point, add 0, so you have the product of 2,167 ten-thousandths. What do we apply to the product if the decimal places are not enough? Move 2 decimal places to the left and append 0. We use 0 as placeholder. Let's have examples. 100ths times 2 and 56 hundredths. Move 2 decimal places to the left. 1, 2, append 0, and put the decimal point. You have the product of 256 ten-thousandths. Another example, 100ths times 8 and 735 thousandths. Again, move 2 decimal places to the left and append 0. 1, 2, append 0, put the decimal point, so you come up with the product. Take note, just count the decimal place in 1/10 and 1/100 and move the decimal point of the factor to the left by the correct number of decimal places. Annex zeros if needed. Mga bata, sagutan natin ito. Solve each problem mentally and write the matching letter on the blank below to complete the passage. Every number has a corresponding letter. Let's have number 1. 23 and 1/10 times 10. What is the product? Very good, 231. Write letter S below. Next, number 2. 1 and 13/100 times 1/10. What is the product? Very good, 113 thousandths. Write letter S below. Let's have number 3. 17 and 3/10 times 1/100. What is the product? Very good, 173 thousandths. Write letter C below. Let's have number 4. 234 thousandths times 100. What is the product? Very good, 23 and 4/10. Write letter U. Next, number 5. 43 and 4/10 times 100. The product is? Very good, 434 thousandths. Write letter S. Next, let's have number 6. 45 hundredths times 10. What is the product? Very good, 4 and 5/10. Write letter E below. Let's have the last one. 39 hundredths times 100. What is the product? Very good, the product is 39. Write letter C below. We have the word success. Now, let's complete the passage. Every failure is a step to success. Laging tandaan na hindi masama ang magkamali. Bagkus, gamitin natin ito upang lalong matuto at maging matatag tungo sa ating tagumpay. Hanggang sa muli!
That's all for today. Sana may natutunan kayo. Laging tandaan, maging masigasig at matyaga para maging matalino. Paalam!
And that's all for today. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng nakasama namin ngayong araw na ito. Kung kayo ay may katanungan, feel free to send a message to our official Facebook page, Math Team, Mathematics Teachers Association of Mandaluyong, or send a message to your mathematics teacher. Again, this is Teacher Roy saying, Math-sayang mag-aral, tayo ng math-tuto. Hanggang sa muli, paalam!